All right.
Live streaming is on.
All right. Cool. So where do we leave off?
So we left off at with the homeworks doing the F string, and then you had me do some function research, just kind of analyzing the function definition and the formations around it. Oh
Mhm.
damn! I just delete. Hold on. No, I'm good. I'm good. Do I sound far away? You can hear me.
I can still hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we left off on the F string
Hmm.
and speaking about how creating profiles with details about information about that character and how we gotta make the program filter it out to the point where if we're gonna put some type of name of that person, it's gonna be able to trace that profile and present it to us as, hey, Keisha is Keisha Parker, 23 years old, other information that is a part of her. And then you had me do some research on the functions, just on the defining it on the functions around in that category, just of like formulas, different types of formulas, and
Right.
just go.
So, so I wanted you to print an F string that basically printed out their name, their full name, and then how old they were.
Got you.
And I wanted you to put those three dictionaries that you have into an array, and then I wanted you to iterate over the array and print out the F strings. So you have the dictionaries. What were you doing
So,
on?
question. I got a question. So each person, where it says dictionary Keisha, so each person is a dictionary.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can get rid of the dictionary underscore.
Where
You have dictionary underscore Keisha, dictionary underscore Bob, dictionary underscore Raw. Like
all right here.
on line one, line seven, line 13.
I don't need those.
No, you don't need that dictionary underscore. You can just call it Keisha.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. I was just
Yeah,
copying
I
them.
think that was throwing you off having, yeah.
Yeah, because I even tried to do some YouTube research on it, and just hold on, what I have them at
Raw,
Raul.
raw. All right. Cool. So you got Keisha, Bob, and Raw. All right. Now,
You can say Raul. You can call him Raul.
Raul. All right. So you got Keisha, Bob, and Raul. And now, what are you doing on line 19?
So I did some research on some F strings, and I was just looking at some formation they was
I'm
having.
sorry. Hold on 1 second for me. Hey, are you here? Hey, sorry. One of my clients is outside. Hold on 1 second. He's dropping off a computer for me to fix. I need to go grab it real quick.
Go ahead. I'm gonna grab some water. before we go watch them too.
All right. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's all good, man. So, for line 19 and 20, actually, I just put those in like last time I touched it. I've been switching stuff because basically, like the array, the F string, and then some other stuff that I was analyzing and everything kind of just crossed my head up. So it kind of knocked me off my rhythm on the path that I was on. And then I started kind of just trying to put pieces together to see, how they work together. Especially off of doing some reading that was introducing formulas where it's like, hey, if you want to get this result and you're trying to get a list of information, try this particular formula. But it's other pieces that I'm missing.
Okay. Um. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna break it down, and we're just gonna go path by path, and then we're gonna go through, and I'm sure you all remember it. Hold on 1 second. So, all right. So we got the 3 dictionaries, right?
Correct.
Now, the very next thing that we're going to do is we're going to let's build out the algorithm. So we're going to define the dictionary, then we're going to add them into an array.
1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
And I still hear an echo.
You said you still hear echo?
Yeah, when I speak.
Probably because you're on speaker.
Gotcha.
Because my hold on. Matter of fact, because I got my computer muted, but let me try to turn you off on the app.
That seems better.
You can hear me better?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we should be good.
All right, cool. So the very next thing is we're going to add these dictionaries to an array. And then after that, we're going to iterate over the array and print out the strings. So the very first thing that I want for you to do is create an array. And we're going to, and remember, you're going to give that variable a name. So we're going to just call it people. Make a variable name, call it people. Make an array.
Should I start at the bottom or where should I start at?
So you need to get rid of that function. I mean, like that, we haven't even gone over functions yet. So that's going to be the next thing we do. Right now, we're just writing everything in one. All right. So right there, let's create a new variable, call it people. All right. And now we're going to make an array. So how do you make an array? No.
Hold on.
There you go. Now, inside of that array, we're going to populate it with our 3 dictionaries.
Do I need to put any quotations or parentheses around each name?
No, but you do need to put a comma after each.
Got you.
All right, awesome. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to loop over everything that is in this people array. So how do we loop over, how we're going to loop over it? From last week, we went over our looping structures. We have, what are the 2 different kinds of loops that we have? The most common kind.
I'm trying to look through my notes.
So just for brevity, we're going to use a for loop. So do you remember the syntax for a for loop?
I don't.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to look for it right now. Yeah, I don't got the formula for the loop. I didn't. Actually, if I see it, I probably get my vision. My memory probably retrace.
Okay. All right. So I want you to open up your browser, and then I want you to type in Python for loop, and I want to see if you can remember. Don't type it. Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna give you about 3 minutes to see if you can jog your memory, and then after that, I'm gonna help you.
You know what I've been getting confused on also is it's FOR, not for. Oh yeah, I got this. All right, come on, man. Yeah, I got this right here. That's on top. 4x in range. Fruit equals that 4x in fruit. So it's gonna be 4x in the name. Oh, I had this at the end. We pick a variable.
Hey, I'm teaching a class right now.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so we can switch the variable, which is right now got it as x, correct?
Correct.
Or is it a no? That's not I. It's a random variable. Okay, and then for the parentheses, do I fill in the names? Yeah, I do. I fill in the names because those are the people results I want, right?
Correct. No, no. Wait, what are you doing? Go back to. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were saying. Why do you have parentheses around people?
Oh, because I thought we were supposed to like.
Go back to the example you have pulled up, and let's go back over it. So go back. So look at that first example.
Yeah,
So why do you have parentheses for people in front of people? Explain that to me.
because actually I was looking at the formula that we. Oh, this is a difference in intent. So off of some notes I had, we wrote two of them down. It was one with the parentheses and it was one without a parentheses.
Okay. Okay. So look at the example that says for X and fruits.
I'll put a colon. So I keep
So
people, right?
parentheses, correct. You use people, but parentheses denotes a function. So people's not a function; it's a variable.
Got you.
Okay. So now we have the for loop, and now we're going to print the F string that has all the information, the first, middle, and last name, plus the age of the person. So X is going to represent each individual person in the people array. Got it?
Yeah.
And remember how we access the values of a dictionary. It uses array syntax. So if you want to get the name, it would be X bracket name, and name would be a string.
So I can start typing right now. We can kind of put it in action.
No, not yet, because what I want you to do is I want you to create a variable that's going to hold the F string, and then I want you to print the variable. So make a variable, your indentation, check your indentation. All right, go. And you need to be on the next line. You just need to check your indentation. There you go. Nope. Go back one. There you go. So make a variable, and we're going to call it message. All right. And this variable is going to hold our F string, so we don't have to type it out over and over and over, right? So do you remember how to make an F string?
F string.
That we did that on our first. No. We'll go back. This needs to be on the same line as your message variable, because your message is an F string. So the very first thing is it's going to have the letter F.
Okay,
And
hold on. Before I put, cause
why
this
do
is
you have
why I'm
Z?
procrastinating. I don't gotta put a space between that variable and F.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's good practice. It makes the code easier to read. But
Yeah.
more
Okay.
importantly, why do you have a Z right there?
You said make a variable. Message equals what? Equals something, right?
No. So you had message equals right, but why did you have the Z? That's what I was asking. Why did you have Z there?
Oh, I thought you meant you wanted Z to equals to like message or message to equals to Z.
No, I want message to equal an F string.
Got you.
So you have message equals right, and now we're gonna set that variable to an F string. So
Got
message,
you. Okay.
right. So and yep. Nope, that's right. So so we want to get the name of X.
So we're gonna put the names, right?
We're gonna put we're going to get the names, but we're going to get, so that means we're going to get name, middle, and last. You should probably change that dictionary key where you have name. You should probably change it to first.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah, that looks more clear in the pattern. So we'll be listing off the first, middle, and last and age.
Correct. So if you know X, nope, you don't need that yet. You will need some quotation marks, but not yet. So the first thing you're going to grab when you do an F string, you're basically grabbing the variable. You're printing out a variable in an F string. That's what an F string is. Okay.
Got you. So
So,
defining that variable.
so you already have the variable. The variable is X.
Correct.
So X represents a dictionary, right?
Correct.
So if you want to get the first name of X, how would you get it?
We want to get the first name of X by defining X as that individual.
So what's the syntax for a dictionary if you want to access a dictionary? Remember back from our first lesson. So put X. So the name of the dictionary, which in this case is X, and then we access it in an array syntax. So
we're gonna put the bracket. We're gonna put the box bars, right?
correct. No, not that. Those are curly braces.
My bad. Hold on. Let me fix it. Hold on. My keyboard is tweaking. Okay. Okay.
All right, and now we want to access the key that we called first.
Okay. So I don't need no quotations or nothing, or do I?
Now you need the quotations.
Okay.
Boom. Correct. Go ahead and put the wait. Nope. You had it. You don't need that. You don't. Why did you put the comma? What was going on in your head just now?
I start getting kind of on the rhythm, and I start looking at my notes, and from the what is it called? From the what is it called? The array. From the array, we had them in the box, but we used the quotations
So
and commas.
when we are doing the arrays, we're only putting the commas when we are initializing the array, as in creating the array. So on line 19, where we have Keisha, comma, Bob, comma, Raul, the only reason we put those commas there is because we are creating a new array and we want to populate it with information.
Got you.
Okay. And that's one. And then the second thing is, remember that X is not an array. It is a dictionary. You just access it with array syntax. And when you access an array, it's like getting the index. So what you were doing was, we don't need a comma. X box first is the variable that we're looking for. We don't need anything else. So what you have right there is right.
Okay.
Do me a favor, and outside of that curly brace, put that ending quotation mark so we can just complete that string, because that's kind of bothering me. There. Now get rid of one of those. You're gonna have to go to the one like that. That's Adams. That's an Adam thing. All right. So right now, this F string is printing out the first name. So now go it back inside that quotation mark. Go to the left one character. Yeah. Now put a space. And so what this is doing is building the string and it's formatting it, right? So now it's going to say the first name space. Now we want to grab the middle name.
Oh. And do I gotta put F again or no? Just add
No,
on?
you don't have to put the F again. You just put the F in front of the opening quotation mark. That's it. So do the second. No, that's the closing quotation mark. You don't need F. You only put F at the beginning after the equal sign. You don't need that F right there. Daniel. Can you hear me? Daniel. Oh, let me see. Okay, can you unmute yourself? Do you have a microphone on your computer? We're having technical difficulties. All right, cool. So go back to the code. All right, now you don't need that second F. You only need an F at the very beginning. So what you just did for first name, literally everything you just did, you just need to do the same thing in access middle name. No, inside of the string. You keep wanting to go outside of the string. This string is one big string that's going to have all the variables inside of the string. No, no. You need to be inside of the string. And also, literally, do the same thing you did with X first. Like, literally, just copy and paste it. The curly braces and all. Because you're using the curly brace. The curly brace says to the F string, this is going to be some variable data. All right? And then inside of the curly braces, you put the actual variable. Yes, just like that. Now you need to do the same thing for the last name. Now next to that variable, next to last, outside of those curly braces, you're going to put space, and you're going to put the word is. Then you're going to put space. Now we're going to grab the age. No, the age of of X. And then then after that, we're going to do space, and we're going to say years old. And then put exclamation mark. There you go. So basically, you set this variable called message to an F string that's going to say, so it's going to go through each one of these people. It's going to say Keisha Danny Parker is 23 years old. Bob Dave Ching is 83 years old. Raul Jose Chavez is 16 years old. Now we want on the new line, so you can go to the new line. Now we want to print the message. So print is yep. No. So you're not going to be printing X. I don't know why you're printing X. X is going to print out the dictionary. You want to print out the message you just created.
Hold on, I'm back. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
You need to print out the message.
So print message in the parentheses.
Cool. Now I want you to save it. And want you to run it. All right, what is it saying about syntax?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back. Let's see what I'm doing. What did I mess up at? So let's see what is going on here. All right, let's do some debugging. So above message, but before, so after the for loop, put a new line. And we're going to create 4 new variables. So make a variable called first. And set that equal to, X first.
You said X first?
Yeah. No, X first, like how you did it in the F string.
Oh, gotcha. You said 4X?
No, you don't need to do it. I just literally the X first part, the X bracket first.
Got you.
No, without this, you don't need the curly braces. You just need X first.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay. And we're going to do that for each one?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I was on the right track then when I first took the attempt to do this. I just didn't know how to really. I was just confused in the way that I made me erase it. But it's good. Learning experience. Do we got to put H too?
Yes.
Okay. Saved it.
All right. So now, in your message variable, inside of each of those curly braces, get rid of X first, X middle, X last, X age, and just put first, middle, last, and age, like without the strings. Without the strings. Without
the curlies.
No, keep the curly. Hit Control Z. No. Mm-hmm. Get rid of the brackets. Get rid of the string. Get rid of the square brackets and get rid of the quotation marks.
Okay.
It needs to not be a string. It needs to be a variable. Cool. All right, cool. Now save that and try to run. Let's run that and do some debugging.
Keisha Danny Parker, 23 years old. Oh, I'm glad you showed me this because I got basically what I did at my job. I created a more detailed profile where it's basically your middle. You got first, middle, last,
Mm-hmm.
age, birth date, social security, and address. But I was waiting to kind of understand the part you just showed me before I ran it. But question I have is the more information you have of that list, you're gonna just add it to the for the message variable, right?
So, more. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question?
So what I'm saying is if I was to add, for example, a social security number and a birth date, where we define message with the F string, would I be adding that extra information or do I have to build a new line?
Like, what would you want to add?
For example, a social security number and a birth date.
All right, so add it into you would add it into the dictionary. So you add a new key and a new value.
Okay.
So and you need a comma uh after your 16. You need a comma there.
After is that on 83 too? All the numbers?
Yeah, look at the pattern of your dictionary. You have commas after every value.
Got you. Okay.
That's how it knows it's a new entry. Otherwise, it wouldn't know.
Got you. Let me just add social or add two new columns.
You can have whatever you want. This is your. You can have whatever you want.
Question: when you put in like a birthday, can you put like the backslash forward slash, or do you got to do some type of special effect?
I'm sorry. You would make it a string.
Okay. So with the quotations, no parentheses. Which one? Hold on. So 8, 6. 2004. Okay, I added them.
Okay. What? Why did you put parentheses?
So for the string, you said for a string, what do we put? The quotations?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you highlight that whole work, if you highlight everything and then do the quotation mark, it'll highlight the whole thing. It'll quotation mark the whole thing. So on line 15, get rid of the parentheses and then highlight that whole birthday. Not no, just the birth date. Just the birth.
Oh,
Just
the
the one,
date.
and not the just the date. Right now, hit a quotation mark.
Got you.
And yeah, fix that 90 or 33 or whatever. SSN can be a number. That's fine. All right, so just do the same. Yep. All right. Now, what do you want to do with that? You want to add it to the F string?
Correct.
All right, cool. So
So
just
don't I have to
modify.
add the? Go ahead.
Correct. Yeah. I was about to say add the variables and then modify the string. Hey, did your phone die again? Okay, go back to your F string. Okay. So what do you want your string to say? Like go back to the message and put in and like literally type in what you want the structure of your string to say. Mm-hmm. So you have SSN and birth. I mean, don't you want to add a little context to the sentence, like saying it so that they know they're looking at an SSN and the birth date? Like first, middle, last names. You can put like apostrophe S after last, after that curly brace. So you can put an apostrophe S. Or just actually, never mind, because apostrophe S will be a special character because apostrophe is also a string. Just do there, comma. Yeah. IR. No. Put a comma after the word last. Yep. Right there. There, and then put the word SSN. So it'll be there, SSN. And then is. Cool. Now in between SSN and birth, and put like, I don't know, some you basically get what I'm saying. Just add some context to the sentence. And their birthday is you need the word birthday between there and is. All right, cool. Now you should be able to save that. Cool. All right, so do you have any questions about that?
Hello?
Yeah.
All right, I'm back, man. Sorry, man. So that phone situation that happened with Apple, my charger piece, the metal frame of it broke inside of my charger port. So I only can charge using the pad. And when I'm talking to you, sometimes I can forget and pick up my phone while it's already on like 5% and it start dying when I'm using the app. But for the questions, let me go back. I'm pretty sure I don't got no questions. I gotta just make sure I'm repeating the steps that we just took and making sure that I'm understanding it. As I'm repeating it, I should implement this in my head without really having too much questions. I know if we probably switch some of the meanings or something, if we have to switch something, I might have some questions. But from what we have set up, I don't. I just gotta discipline myself to memorize this.
All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to functions. and we're going to rewrite this using a function. So
create a new one.
no, we can say you can use the same script that you have, and hold on 1 second. All right, cool. So let's go up to the very beginning of the script. And we're going to go to a new line. All right, so go back. And so now we're going to define a function called message. No, we're going to call it person. Just call it person. So in order to define a new function in Python, we use the def word, def. And then it's the name of the function. So space person. And then you're going to open parentheses because parentheses defines a function parameters, as in what is the input for this function. We're going to say X. So just put X. Okay. Then afterwards, we put the semicolon, not semicolon, colon. Cool. Now let's go to a new line. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to scroll down. Scroll all the way down. Now I want you to take lines 30 through 37. And I want you to cut that. And then I want you to paste that, to go to a new line.
Okay, I see. It just shifted over.
Live streaming is on.
Right. So wait. Go. So on line. So after line 9. So go to the end of line. Yeah. Now we want to return message. So a function can take inputs. That's what the X is. And it can return an output. It doesn't have to, but it can. In this case, we wanted to return the message. All right. So now, you get what I'm saying? You're returning that message. So now,
so basically, what you putting in as the input, right? You want it to return the output.
Right. And in this case, the input is X. And then we do what we got to do with X. And then we want to return a message.
Got you. Okay.
So person will return a string that tells you about that person. Got it? The person function will return a string that tells you about the person.
Got you.
Okay. So now let's scroll back down. So for X and people, we want to print our function with the parameter X. So because the person function returns a string and the print function takes a string, what do you think we should do with that print function?
Take it and move it up, right?
No.
Go ahead and explain that again.
We have print message, right?
Correct.
What should we be printing instead?
One of the characters.
And how do we just created a function called person that returns a string. Okay.
Yeah.
So we should print that function because it returns a string called message. You
Got you.
define the function. Now we got to call the function.
So we're gonna put return print message.
No, we're going to go back down. We're done with that function. We're done.
At
We're
the
done.
top.
Yeah, don't go back up to the top anymore. We're done.
Okay.
We want to call this function. So get rid of the word message and call the function you just created.
And we caught that person.
And it's a function, so what do? No.
Quotations.
No.
No.
Print's a function.
Colon.
No.
Damn, I really
All right. Print is a function.
Correct.
So what are you doing with print that you're not doing with person?
Repeat that again. What am I doing with print that I'm not doing with person?
Yeah, look at the print function. What is the only difference between what you have right there in print and what you don't have in person? What are you missing?
The details.
You're overthinking it, bro. Look. It says print, and then what follows the word print? What is that character right after T?
After T?
Yes. Right next to your cursor. That thing that is highlighted blue.
You got the parentheses.
That's not, those are, yes, parentheses, yes. So if person is a function and print is a function and print has parentheses, what do you think person should have?
If she had a brackets.
If print is a function and person is a function and print has parentheses, what is person missing?
Print has parentheses. What is person missing?
If print has parentheses and print is a function and person is a function, what is it missing?
Parentheses.
Correct.
So my question is, because what I'm seeing, I'm not getting it. So I see print has parentheses on person, right?
Because person is the input of print.
Got you.
But person is also a function, therefore it needs parentheses.
Inside?
Person is the function, yes.
So it's double parentheses.
No. Okay. Get rid of one of those. Now, open parentheses. A function has open parentheses and close parentheses? You're putting it on, no, print needs parentheses too, because print is also a function. So inside of that closing parenthesis, you need to put an open and close parenthesis. So just hit the open. There you go.
Like that.
Yes. Yes.
I was thinking hard as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And that's the funniest shit about computers. You think hard as fuck, and it's as simple as man. Wow.
All right, cool. So
he was saying, so if print has parentheses, what do you think person has?
Person is the input of print, right?
Correct.
So what is the input of person? Now look, we're inside of a for loop. And remember what our person function does. Our person function is basically
A list.
taking taking the dictionaries and grabbing the information from the dictionary.
So
So
would I be
what goes
listing out the
inside?
names?
We already did the names. Names is inside of people, and then X is the variable for each one of those people in that array, and then the person function is building the message by grabbing all the information. So in each array, what is the variable that represents that dictionary? Read line 37. Read it out loud.
For X and people. X.
Correct. All right. Save. Now I want you to run that I want you to run that script.
All right, let me look at this shit close.
So basically, instead of having all your logic inside of your for loop, you created a function at the very beginning, and now you can just call that function anywhere in your code. So now let's say you can edit something in your function, and then everywhere where you call person, it will reflect that change.
Got you. Okay, you remember that we had? Hold on. Let me see if I have it still. Damn, I don't. Hold on. I don't. But you remember the last time you had me do? Was it the numbers we did? No, even the odds. We did the even and odds, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had to make a list of numbers like how we did at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like the similar way? Because I was asking you, should I break it in each little
Yeah.
scope group? Like,
So you could have done it with a function, but I was trying to get you to wrap your head around the concepts of the control structure. So I didn't have you doing functions. From now on, we will use functions because it's better to use functions than to just write all the logic, individually.
Got you. Yeah, because you had me do some research on that, they were saying functions is very, very useful. Like it helps a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So in the last um in the last 10 minutes, what would you like to talk about?
I like to talk about this part right here, this def part. So the variables, we have to define them.
Correct.
Okay, so we defined X as first person, middle name, last name, age, social, and birth defines X.
No, not defines X. X is
The person.
Right.
X is basically the dictionary and
Correct. That is correct. X is the dictionary item. And you're getting a dictionary. You know that you're getting a dictionary because you're writing the app, right? You're writing 3 dictionaries, right?
Yeah.
You know that there's gonna be a dictionary. In Python, you don't have to specify what kind of data it is. It just knows. So that's why on line 2, since you know X is going to be a dictionary, you access it in a certain way because you know you're going to get a dictionary that has first, middle, last, age, so SSN, and birth.
Got you. So, for example, if we was to do, instead of person, we was to do dogs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs is X, correct?
Correct.
So for when we breaking it down, it'd probably be pit bulls, rottweilers, German shepherds, pescatarians, or whatever, right? That would basically be defining dogs, or be the dictionary for the dogs, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm picking it up. Okay. Okay, I'm picking it up, and then we go to message. Okay, message. Okay, for the F string, first, middle, last. Okay, for the F string, why do we put like, we kind of, we talk in it. We be like first, middle, last. There is their SSN is, and then it goes to the birth date is. What is the talk? Is it just more communication that the computer's understanding, or
I'm sorry. Um, ask that one more time.
so basically what I'm asking is, with F string, right? You
Correct.
had me right there. SSN is, and then their birth date is, and
Correct.
um, why are we not just sticking to the middle last name, SSN, birthday, age?
Because
But
an F string is a string. It's a special type of string that you can put variables inside of. So all the
okay,
stuff that is green is regular text, and all the stuff that's in the brackets are the variables because you don't know what those variables are going to say. Let's say you're getting these dictionaries from a web call. You don't know what that stuff's going to be, so you want to just define some data so that it has the same format. The F stands for format. It's a formatted string.
got you. Okay. So we wanted the dictionary to print the person. We wanted the person to print the information. So on print on line 39, right? We wanted print to print the person, right?
The print function prints out. Yeah.
And then the person function prints out the details of that person.
Sorry. Say it again.
So print prints the person,
Correct.
and then person prints the detail of the persons.
Print A person doesn't print anything. The person function returns a string. The
Got
print
you.
function takes in a string. Okay.
Okay,
The person function returns a string.
got you. And the return is X.
And that's why you can print a function because the function call returns a string, prints that string.
Okay, but it's very important to define X though, because if you're not defining X, you're not about to get your return, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, and that's where I was fucking up during the homework because I was trying to get fucking X, but I wasn't given the definition of X. This is before you seen what I had. I was, man, I had so many deletes and retypes, deletes, copy, Control Z. I was experiencing different things, but by us doing this, it's all connecting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have to just keep looking over this and just installing this in my head. And you're gonna put both videos on YouTube?
Well, the video from yesterday, from the
Last.
second video, yeah, I got that on my Dropbox. So now I have that in a shared folder. Did I send you the video from the first one? Or did I send you
You sent me the first one, but you didn't send me the second one.
okay, I'm gonna make that whole folder accessible, and then you can just see everything in the folder.
Okay, that should work. Um, that's mostly all my questions. Once I look over the video of what we just went over, because it's gonna have you explaining some of the things we're going over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I should be able to connect to this and install this in my head because by me adding what I wanted to add, because
Mm-hmm.
I already wrote this script out of my own characters on my work computer. It was just how can I run this and have this computer organize it like we just did. So my question just got answered. I gotta just install it in my head and make sure I'm understanding what you translated to me. Well, I understand what you translate. I got to just make sure I install that translation. That part.
Okay. All right, I just shared it with you.
Man, he said, bro, you making it harder. You thinking harder than what it is. That's hey, dude, it feel like, dude, I was just processing some shit that I'm like, dude, how hard is this shit can be? It'd be crazy because at work I be helping people. They be like, this is hella hard. I'm like, nah, just hit that button. They be like, that's it? Like, yeah, thinking too hard. So yeah, I appreciate that guidance, man.
No problem.
Let's see. I can watch the other video to see the difference between. So this is the function before. What is it called before we made it into a function? Just a dictionary.
Yeah.
So we turned the
Yeah.
dictionary into a function.
No. Before we made a function, we just had put that logic inside of the for loop. So our code was just extra, it wasn't, it was longer. I mean, not really longer because it takes more to write the function. However, you only have to write that code once. So let's say we needed to call that person string multiple times in our code. If we hadn't wrote a function, we would have to write that same logic that's inside of the function. We'd have to copy it multiple times.
Okay, understandable.
All right.
That's all my question for right now. I'm gonna just try to keep reviewing it and repeating it in my head.
All right. All right, cool. Well, I think that's everything.
Okay. Well, we want to meet tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Actually, no. I'm getting my kids tomorrow. I'll be coming back in town. We'll have to meet Saturday.
Saturday, that'll work. We can do that.
All right.
We can make that happen. Okay. And I appreciate connecting with me today, man, because what you showed me today, basically I had a lot of questions on my head that you kind of just cleared up. You cleared up for me.
No problem.
Because I feel like my brain was tied in a knot before I talked to you.
No problem.
Absolutely, sir. So tomorrow I'll be talking to you same time. I mean, not tomorrow. Saturday, same time, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to you then, sir.
All right, bro. Talk to you later.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right.
All right. Bye.